What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my Pokemon Fire Red Episode 8 of the vanilla playthrough. Here is my team currently in this episode. Going through the team here. I've got quite a moveset now on a lot of the Pokemon. I was able to get some TMs that helped out, teaching Beedrill, Horn. Secret Power has been clutch because it's a physical attack in this game, not special, so you can really make use of it. And, a lot of times in battles inside of like buildings or caves, it ends up just being Body Slam, so you get the paralyzed chance, which is awesome. So in today's episode, we're going to go into the tower and take on the rival, be able to make some progress here throughout the video. I have a couple plans for what I want to do in today's episode. Not entirely sure if we're going to be adding to the layout in today's episode or the next one. But there are 2 more Pokemon needed to finish our team of 6. They are both primarily Pokemon I end up using normally throughout my childhood playthroughs. One of them specifically I use pretty much any time I get this Pokemon. And that all makes sense here shortly. It's kind of one of my childhood mascots' favorite Pokemon, so I'm excited to add that to the team. Alright. Making quick work of my rival here in this battle. Gyarados learning Dragon Rage is pretty much just as broken as it gets, because even at this stage of the game, Pokemon might have 80 to 100 HP, so Dragon Rage is still just devastating. So, definitely helps a lot throughout my race. So in this episode, this is episode 8. When this goes up, I have already started my 3-way versus project that I've been hinting about with the boys, with my brother Daniel, he's Freed, and one of my best friends Kevin, Kelvin Frostvale. He's the one who made all of the layout art for this series a long time ago, and then he made the art for a couple of other things I've worked on. You should see what he can do now. The man has learned so much. So, by the time this goes up, the 4th episode of the 3-way versus is now live. That is back on my channel. We're splitting all the episodes amongst everybody's channel, back and forth amongst all 3. So that series has been, I can't even begin to tell you how much fun to record. The first 4 episodes we bulked in like a 4-hour session of just straight recording, and it was so much fun. Since then I've learned, it seems like every time I get on here to talk to people, and it's a good thing, I learn another thing, another trick, another technique, another effect, you name it, that is making this easier for me to do and more enjoyable. So, from the first 4 episodes to 5 and 6, which we recorded separately, there's going to be some changes. We actually figured out a couple of things to make the layout look nicer. I've been learning OBS and Adobe on the fly. I was kind of reluctant to Google or YouTube some things about it, which is foolish, I know, because you can learn just about anything on YouTube, but I was really trying to teach myself the program and learn as much as I could. OBS I'm extremely comfortable with, I'm really confident in what I can do there, but Adobe, you go to school to use that. That is a premier professional, program. It's not just something you can, day one, be a master of, so I look forward to, as these episodes go up, looking back at what I did before versus what I'm doing now. I think there's a real nice little progression as you walk through it. For this series, Vanilla Playthrough, I've talked about it a couple times, I really don't plan on doing too many technical adjustments to this. I want to do this the same way I've been doing, purposely. So my plan is to, once I do wrap this series up, after we beat the champion, some of the end game, I want to do a recap video before I step into the next game, the next gen vanilla playthrough. Just to look back at like everything I've learned in the almost 3 months now of doing this. I look back at episode 1, even though this is episode 8, even from episode 1 to episode 3. I mean, there's a huge difference in what I know how to do compared to now. It's ridiculous. You know, Kevin, who I said makes the layout art for this, he made the Fire Red layout sometime, I want to say in like October of 2019, while I was still getting everything set up, you know, during the move-in to the new place. He's asked me several times he wants to redo it because the work he does now is on another level. Like this man is talented, and I keep telling him I know he could make something ridiculously better, but I want to leave it. I don't want to skip to a random episode and have everything look completely different. You know, everything's okay. I purposely want to keep it this way until I've seen it through, and then when it's series, you know, do the recap. What have we learned? What have I improved on? You know, what can you expect going forward? I just think that's going to be fun, and taking on a real bunch of trainers today. I know I normally sit and read through the dialogue and do some funny voices for these characters, but I'm actually just dubbing over the episode that I already did. Fourth Wall, you know, I recorded this, what was it, last weekend, and it was incredible. I was feeling crazy inspired. I was just in a general awesome mood, and it was one of those recordings where I sat down, banged it out, and I was like, this is it. Like, this is clutch. That's gonna be an awesome episode. I mean, I was very energetic and engaging and just talked the whole time, and I was proud of it. And don't you know, I had been messing with some of the settings while we were working on some other things for the next project, and the mic mixer was muted. It did not pick up anything I said. Video played, yeah, as you can see, I have everything here, and there's game audio, but there's no commentary, and I was crushed. I honestly, this is a week later now, I'm doing this because I was so upset. I know big tubers will tell you, you know, the worst thing to do is to dwell on a lost or corrupted file or a lost recording. You know, if you dwell on it, that's terrible. You know, you gotta just brush it off and get to the next one. But it's heartbreaking because that was awesome. Like, I was really feeling that. I don't know how many of you out there are familiar with the show Whose Line Is It Anyway? But it's arguably one of the funniest TV shows to ever have been created. And I had sat and watched a good 2 hours of clips of it before recording, and I was just feeling like so inspired, because if you don't know anything about the show, it's like the purest form of improv comedy with a bunch of different skits and games. And the guys literally have no idea of the titles or what's going to be thrown at them, and they have to make on the spot just hilarious improv comedy. And they're the masters. I mean, there was no one better. You know, some of them actually still they still do the show now. It went off the air for a couple of years. They still do the show now, and I know some of the guys like Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood still tour and do live comedy shows. And it's just incredible. It really put me in such like an uplifting mood. I was just ready to sit down and bang out an episode, and unfortunately the audio was lost. So, right here is important. So, I've been hyping it up, talking about another member of the team for a long time now. And that member of the team, for any of my childhood playthroughs, or current ones, has always been Eevee. Specifically, an evolution. Which one, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you as soon as we catch up to that spot. Because I can't remember if I talked about it right away or not. But basically, Eevee is a Pokemon you'll see on several of my teams for most playthroughs. Because I just love the evolutions. 3 of them in particular. And I just think they're so much fun to have on your team. And they're great. Let's go get the tea. Get the nice tea from the lady for the guard. That way we can get through to all the areas. So, my brother, Freed, Daniel, always gives me crap because the randomizer forces me to use other Pokemon. But if I had my way, there's usually 10 in each game that I cycle through, and my teams look pretty much the same. Because I have my favorites, and everyone does, and there are just some I really enjoy using. So, Thunderstone, there it is. So with Eevee, I always pick Jolteon, whether it's Gen 1 through Gen 4. If I can have a Jolteon on my team, I'm gonna do it. In this game, Jolteon was a monster, especially in the originals when the crit chance went off of speed. It was broken because Jolteon's, I believe it's the 3rd or 4th fastest Pokemon aside from, you know, like if you exclude Deoxys and like some legendaries like Electrode and Jolteon are up there. And its special attack stat is off the charts. So, I mean, it's awesome. It's a pure special attacker sweeper. And in the previous episode when we beat Surge, or maybe it was a couple episodes ago, 1 or 2, we got the Shockwave TM, which is awesome because Jolteon will not naturally learn Thunderbolt in this game. You gotta find the TM, or get lucky enough to, you know, well, never mind, this isn't a randomizer. Yeah, you gotta buy the TM or find it. Because it'll learn Thunder, but Thunderbolt is my favorite. You don't have to worry about accuracy because I don't have Drizzle on this Jolteon. I always do this. I always get the Shockwave TM from Surge, wait till I get to here, get myself the Eevee, give it a Thunderstone. And the best part about this Eevee is it fits right into the team to level 25, so it's pretty balanced with my levels and jumps right into the fray. Yeah, I could go on and on. I talked about if anyone's ever played the GameCube Pokemon games, whether that's Coliseum or XD Gale of Darkness. In those games, you were given the choice of evolution. In Coliseum, you get an Espeon and an Umbreon, so you have to use those 2. But in Gale of Darkness, you get to choose, and they changed the items just for that game only to evolve Eevee into Espeon or Umbreon. It was like a Psychic Stone or something weird. They gave them like special stones just to do it because Friendship wasn't in the GameCube one. But you get to choose, and I, of course, always picked Jolteon. I just love having it as my companion. So we're going into Erica's gym here to get the 4th badge. I could split up the XP amongst some of my other Pokemon, but I just sweep it in the Charmander. Just get it done. I never skip any trainers in here, or any gym really, because I've heard trainers, gyms, and wild, you name it. I love getting all the XP. I can't stand skipping trainers because that's what leads to your downfall later on. You're in Victory Road and your Pokemon are severely underleveled, and then you get to the Elite Four and you gotta lose and grind over and over again to build up their levels, and it's pointless. The lady always has those nice It's too far to just walk back. I'm glad I had to use that on. That's my only answer. sped up through this because I didn't skip any trainers, which you don't need to see me use over and over and over and over again on Pokemon. A lot of these Pokemon are evolved too, so there's so much XP for Charlie. I should have, and I considered doing it, but I didn't. And maybe I'll do it for the next one, but I guess it would kind of break the original status of it. I was going to update the moves, because if you put a game into the randomizer, there's an option to update the moves to Gen 6's move pool, which is awesome, because Pokemon drastically changed from 2004 to Gen 6 is 2013, 2014, I think. That's why. For Charmeleon, I would have had Fire Fang at a much lower level. Gives you a little more power, and I feel like that's just more balanced for a lot of Pokemon to get some better moves early on. I'm not saying it needs to have Flamethrower at 24, but there are some little moves and little things here and there that always help. And Charizard can go either way. He's better at special attacking, especially with Charizard Y. But he still has a ridiculous physical attack stat, so, you know, learning Fire Fang is not a bad thing. It's more power, no matter what. This game, it's still a special attack, so it doesn't matter. It's going to be an improvement. I actually haven't tested that, though. I'm sure I can look it up. If you update the moves to Gen 6, I wonder if there's a way you can update the stats to run off the physical special split. I'm not going to do that because that would break the immersiveness, or whatever you want to say, the originality of doing a true vanilla playthrough. But, that would be neat. I'm really excited sitting here recording this. I've got so many things going on. Work has been crazy busy, but in a good way. I've been getting some more things, opportunities coming my way. I'm working on several series right now. Vanilla playthrough still, pumping out episodes for this. I've got three-way versus with Kevin. Technical issues have kept it down, but I am doing a Diamond and Pearl Soul Link with another one of my best friends, Coder, High Lord Rage. And there's so many games I still have that I've been dying to record and play to show people. I mean, I haven't done a Tekken live stream in almost 2 months because I've just been too busy. I would love to do that again soon, and maybe this time make sure the audio settings are correct before I go live. Spend an hour playing the game where the game volume is so loud you can't even hear me. It's hilarious now that you look back on it, but extremely embarrassing. I'm purposely keeping that up on my channel as a reminder to just look at what I learned and where I came from here. So we, if you couldn't tell, very easily swept through Erica's gym because we have Charmeleon. Got the Giga Drain TM. Can't really teach that to anybody, but it's still an awesome TM. Making our progression here rather nicely. So that's 4 badges, picking up a little steam now, especially filling out the team here. I was gonna put Alakazam on the team as my 6th person, and we already talked about that. I forgot to change that setting because I was trying to keep it as original as possible. And I also considered using someone else. Full disclosure, Beedrill I use in honor of my brother, and I like Beedrill, but if this was a true childhood playthrough, that Beedrill would be a Scyther. Because Scyther's always been my favorite bug type. You can't get Scyther until you get to this far zone, and that point you're pretty much done the game. You know, that's six badges in, 7 depending on how you do it. Not exactly as fun. I always like doing a series, and I'll do one here eventually. I like to, when I was little, we had multiple copies of Diamond and Pearl or Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, and I would trade eggs over the Pokemon I was going to use in a playthrough, and then swap them out. So I would have all of them on the team from the beginning. And it's like, I guess you can call that an egg lock, but it was preset. Like I would pick all the team members I want, so I'd have them at level 1, not I call Wild one at level 30 something. So I plan on doing that here soon as well. I got all kinds of stuff for you guys. So I'm gonna end this here.